Welcome to Isvara Wellness Studio. Today practice is for anyone dealing with wrist pain, stiffness or tension from typing, phone use or just everyday life. If you have practiced wrist stretches before and the pain keeps coming back, it's usually because the wrists don't work in isolation. They are connected with the forearms, the shoulders and the neck. Tension in any of these areas create pressure and settles in the wrist. So in today's practice, we are going to work around all these areas because that's the only way to get to the root of the problem. So whenever you're ready, let's get started. Come to a comfortable seated position and sit up nice and tall. Let the shoulders relax. Let's start with the hands. Extend both arms in front of you, palms facing down. Spread all 5 fingers as wide as you can and feel the stretch across the back of the hand and through the palm. Now slowly curl the fingers in and close into a soft gentle fist. Then open them wide again. Repeat this movement 7 to 8 times. Keep the movement slow and steady. Moving slowly here helps lubricate the joints and let you notice where the stiffness actually is. Open and close. Open and close. Let's keep going for a few more rounds together. This wakes up the circulation in the hands and loosens up the finger joints. Now bring the hands back to rest in the lap and take a deep breath in. Let the hands and fingers completely relax for a moment. Now extend both arms back out in front of you, hands in a loose gentle fist with the thumbs resting on the outside, and begin circling the wrists slowly. Try to make the circles as big and round as you can, letting the movement come from the wrist joint itself. Continue in this direction for about 30 seconds. Then reverse the circle and go the other way for another 30 seconds. If you hear some clicking as you move, that is completely normal. Just keep the movement slow and even throughout. Continue few more times and keep breathing in and out through your nostrils. Slowly release your hands down on your lap and take one deep breath here. Lovely. Now straighten both arms out in front of you, palms still facing down. Slowly bend both wrists downward so the fingers point toward the floor and hold there for a couple of seconds so you can feel the stretch across the top of the wrist. Now bend them back up so the fingers point toward the ceiling and hold again to feel the stretch along the underside of the wrist and forearms. Down and up, down and up. Keep this slow and deliberate so you feel both sides of the wrist opening with each movement. Let's do a few more rounds together. Down and up, down and up. Continue few more times at your own pace. Last 2 times. Slowly bring your palms back, resting on your knees. Now take a big inhale and sweep both arms up overhead with the palms facing each other. Spread the fingers wide and reach actively through every fingertip as if you are trying to make yourself as tall as possible. Hold here and breathe steadily, keeping the fingers spread and reaching the entire time. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. On an exhale, float the arms gently back down. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, arms up, fingers wide, reaching through every fingertip. Hold and breathe. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now bring the palms together in front of the chest in prayer position. Press the palms gently but firmly against each other. Keeping that contact between the palms, slowly try to raise the elbows upward. As the elbows rise, the wrist begin to bend back and you will feel a stretch along the inner wrist and up through the inside of the forearms. Go only as high as feel comfortable for you. Now release and let's do it 2 more times. Raise the elbow slowly. Hold for 3 to 4 breaths. This is directly targeting the inner forearm and wrist, the area that carries the most load from typing, writing, and phone use. Relax and let's do it one last time. Each time you raise them, see if you can go just a little higher as the forearms begin to open up. And relax. Slowly bring your palms back and now we are going to come down onto the floor. Come onto your hands and knees in a tabletop position, hands directly under the shoulders, knees directly under the hips and the back flat. Place the hands about shoulder width apart. Your knees are hip width apart. We are going to move the wrist through 5 different positions. Please start with very little weight through the hands, just enough to feel the stretch. If anything feels too intense at any point, simply bring the knees a little closer towards the hand, which takes weight off the wrist immediately. So place both palms on the floor in front of you, fingers pointing forward. Gently rock the body forward so a little weight shift into the hands, then rock back. Forward and back. Let's do it few more times. This is the baseline position. It warms up the wrist joint gently before we move into the deeper angles. Let's do it one more time. And slowly bring yourself back into the neutral position. Now turn both hands outward so the fingers point away from each other. We'll do the same movements here. Start rocking forward and back. Let's do it few more times. Do it at your own pace in a controlled and gentle way. This movement opens the outer sides of the wrist, a direction that very rarely gets stretched in everyday movement. Continue for one last time. And slowly bring yourself back to the center. This time, turn the fingers inward so they point toward each other. And now rock gently forward and back. Continue few more times. This movement releases tension across the inner wrist and through the lower part of the forearm. Remember to keep breathing and keep moving. Last one time. And now return back to the center. And for the next movement, turn the hands so the fingers point back toward the knees, palms still facing down. Make yourself comfortable and now rock forward slowly and gently. This is a deep stretch, so please go carefully. Continue at your own pace and keep breathing. Most people feel this stretch the most strongly. That is completely normal and it's a sign of how much tightness builds up in this part of the wrist. One last time and slowly return to center. Fingers pointing forward. And for the last position, we work one hand at a time. Place the right hand on the floor and flip it over so the back of the hand rests on the floor, fingers still pointing back toward the knee. Gently shift your weight back until you feel the stretch across the top of the wrist. Simply hold and breathe here. This position stretches the top of the wrist and outer forearm, which rarely gets targeted in most of the wrist practices. Now release and bring the right hand back to normal and let's switch side and do the same on the left side. Back of the hand on the floor, finger pointing back. Make yourself comfortable and now gently shift your weight back until you feel the stretch. Hold for 5 more seconds. Well done. Slowly release your hand back and sit back onto your heels and gently rotate the wrist in both directions to release any tension from the floor work. Let the movement be easy and soft here. From here, you can stay sitting on your heels for the rest of the practice or simply cross your legs and sit comfortably on the floor. Either way is absolutely fine. We are going to release the neck now. When the neck is tight, that tightness travels the whole way down to the arm and ends up in the wrist and hands. Sit up nice and tall and drop the right ear gently toward the right shoulder. Try not to force it, just let the weight of the head create a gradual stretch down the left side of the neck. Hold for one more deep breath. Slowly bring the head back to center and now take the left ear toward the left shoulder. The same gentle weight of the head, this time down the right side of the neck. Hold for 2 to 3 slow breaths. And now slowly bring the head back to center. For our next move, take both arms out to the sides at shoulder height, palm facing down. Now bring them in towards each other and swing the right arm underneath the left, bending both elbows and bringing them in toward each other. Try to bring the backs of the hands together, and if the shoulders allow, press the palms together. Lift the elbows up to about shoulder height. Breathe deeply into the space between the shoulder blades. You should feel a deep stretch right between the shoulder blades. Hold here and breathe. Gently release the arms and bring them back to rest on your lap. Just take a deep breath here. Now let's switch our side. Bring your arms to your side and this time bring your left arm underneath the right. Back of the hands together or palms together if that is available to you today. Elbows lifted to shoulder height. Breathe into the shoulder blades again. Slowly bring the arms down. Take a deep breath in and out. Notice how the shoulders and arms feel now. Let's move to the thumb stretch now. Take one hand and tuck the thumb into the center of the palm, then fold all 4 fingers over it so the thumb is completely inside the fist. Now gently tilt the fist toward the floor on the little finger side until you feel the stretch along the thumb side of the wrist. Hold for one more breath and release. Let's do it 2 more times. Tilt and hold for 10 seconds. And release. One more time. Tilt and hold for 10 seconds. And release. Rest your hand back and let's swap to the other hand. Thumb inside, tilt toward the floor. Hold for 10 seconds. Release. Again. Tilt and hold. Release. Last time. Tilt and hold. And release. Bring your hand back, resting on your lap, and take a deep breath here. Sit up tall with a long spine. Now interlace your fingers in front of you and press your palms out. Take a big inhale and stretch both arms up overhead, rotating the palms so they face up toward the ceiling. Press upward actively through the palms and feel the whole arm opening at once through the fingers, the wrist, the forearms, the elbows, and all the way up through the shoulders. Hold here and breathe steadily. Take one more deep breath here. And now slowly bring the arms back down to the lap. Take a deep breath in and out. And that is the end of our practice today. Come back to this practice 3 or 4 times a week, and on the days when you cannot fit in full practice, even just 4 first exercises at your desk will help. If this practice was useful, a like and subscribe helps more people to find it. See you in the next one. Namaste.